And we're back for another episode of Fitzgerald Mountain Oz Trails, Northwest Arkansas. We're gonna ride the Butterfield next on episode 3. I'll get off my bike here and we'll show you. We're at the top of the hub. We're right here at the top of the hub. We rode from Butterfield Park up here to this intersection. Take it to the right and it brings you almost directly up to the hub. That's the fastest place to get to the hub. We just finished the Fitzgerald on episode 2. We rode it to the right and back around to the hub. Now this is going to be episode 3 and we're going to ride the Butterfield, which is this orange trail system from the hub up here where this round dot is all the way back around and back around down to Butterfield Park where I parked at. The Butterfield is about 2.5 miles long. Fitzgerald is a little over half a mile. Coyote Cave's over half a mile. That one's not very long at all, but that's a serious trail. And the best trail ever is the funnest trail up here to ride. And anybody can ride it. You don't have to go over the features in any of this park. There's always a trail that takes you around the features that make these intermediate, like the intermediate jumps. There's always a trail that goes around them. So you don't have to go over the features up here, which is really nice about this park. They've designed it for anybody to ride, even if it's a black diamond trail. About the only one I know that I won't ride is 1857 right now. My skill level's not that. I could probably ride it once I got down into some of the areas of it. I could probably get on my bike and ride it, but it is a black diamond trail, and it's mainly a massive rock garden. So anyway, we're at the hub. That's Coyote Cave. That's a black diamond going down. Fitzgerald goes there and there. You go down that way to access the best trail ever, maybe 150 yards down that way. The Butterfield's this way, and we're gonna ride the Butterfield out right now and try to get that thing taped for this episode. And so here we go. Butterfield from the hub back down to the park. Let me get this thing recorded. And then another drink. I am on my Roscoe 7 again today. And if you see anything, any of my gear or any components of my bike you're wondering about, you're more than welcome to ask, leave comments, and I'll try to get them answered. Okay, here we go. Rock garden, which I'm not doing too good on right now. I haven't ridden this in a while. I think it was a rock garden. So, but yeah, I was too far forward on my handlebars. I'm used to road biking, people. This is the first time I've been on my mountain bike in about 1.5 years. So please bear with me. I am going to try to get on it and ride this bike more. But when I entered into that, I was too far forward on my bike. I gotta remember to stay back on my back wheel. When I'm going over rock gardens and going down hills and and all of that stuff, and not get too far forward. That used to not be a problem for me because I used to not have a road bike. And the only bike I would ride was this one. And now I've got a road bike, and sometimes I forget what bike I'm on and what I'm doing, and a more comfortable spot is to get up on your handlebars. And it's the wrong thing to do on a mountain bike. You want to keep your weight over that rear tire. And keep that suspension from, you don't want to get up here and then that hits something in that front wheel, the suspension comes in and you're over the handlebars. And I've done that, and it don't feel good when you do that. It reminds you real quick that you're in the wrong riding position for mountain biking. And in that rock garden, I was definitely in the wrong position. Slow down so you can see more of what this trail system, because it looks like it is fairly rough, but it flows really good. And if I wasn't riding my brake, and looky there, there's a nice little drop off right there, right in the corner too. So if I was riding, I'd probably ride higher up on this bank and kind of come off at an angle out that way and make that drop. And I stopped right here to show it to y'all. So, and I haven't done drops. I haven't been on this bike in a while, but we'll see. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna go on over this way. Drop off of it right there. And it worked. But if I was in my prime, I would have took it right up the middle on that higher drop. Now I think I've seen you before. Or you're another one. But if you're the same one, you're making some track. Come over there, buddy. Luckily, I've seen you. Little turtles are moving around. This is the second one I've seen today. I'm filming 3 episodes in one day because it takes me too long to edit and download them, to do them all on one video. Here we go. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. And you can get some speed up. Feels like my helmet is laying down on me a little bit. Oh yeah, that tightened it up a little bit. Maybe a little too tight. That's a little better. Tighten it up too much, it's too loose and then too tight. As you can see, that's a nice little feature right there. It splits, and that's what I'm saying. The Fitzgerald, you got you got the option. You can ride up there, do that drop right there, and back off onto the trail. And if your skill level ain't there yet, or it doesn't interest you, you can just keep on going. They give you the option. So I like that about up here. And a lot of the Oz trails are designed that way. You can jump that if you want. Like I said, you can go fast, and I was on and off my brake back there, trying to slow the bike down so you could see more in detail of what I was riding. And see, coming the other way, we've seen several jumps going this way, but if you're coming up the Butterfield and you get a flow, like right here's a good place to get some flow. You got a nice little layout right there for some air. And it is downhill leading into that, going that way, so you can get a lot of speed up to hit that. One of the tanks. There's another little jump. Little rock garden you can climb up and over. And all those little rock gardens that you're able to climb up and over on this trail system, that creates the skill for you to do larger rock gardens. There's a nice little rock put in place for you to hop up on and over. One time, nice little boulder. Somebody's been down here stacking rocks. I thought you could climb that. You got a nice jump right here, and if you jump it, you got to clear it onto that boulder, and then you got a 2.5–3 foot drop on the other side of that. And this is just a blue. This is just a blue trail, and that's what I'm saying. This can be a really technical skill level. The blues are very highly skilled for what a blue normally is at this park. That's a nice little, I mean, you don't get no better than that. Up and over, and then a good drop on the other side of that boulder. We'll turn around and go back and show you the drop off. You can see it right there. And I'm telling you, that boulder on this side is up to my chin. And yeah, that's probably a waist high drop right there off of that side. Or you can ride around it like me. And this trail system up here does have some really nice features. They are spaced out. They're not back to back to back to back, but they are available. We're going uphill now. We got a little bit of little pumps here. We're gonna get some speed up to get up over the next one. Pump again. Looks like we got a mileage sign. See what it says. 1.25 miles back to the truck. Nice little rock garden here. A little rock garden. Nice high banking berm. You could have a lot of speed. I've been on my brake most of the time. Like I said, these water flow, there's certain areas where the stream comes across and you can see all the debris. The water flows down through there, and they'll put them little rock gardens in right there to keep them from washing out. That's a nice little rock garden. Low bank berm, big grip. Lift the front tire up and go over it. Small manual and go right over that. And like I said, I'm not riding as fast as I could be riding on these downhills to give you more of a view of what's out here. Little pedal grind. Couple little jumps there if you want them. Little rock garden there. You can ride that one or not ride it. Little berm here. Right into another downhill berm. And this is really fast through here. If I wasn't riding my brake, we'd be flying on this Roscoe. And it's capable of all out going down through here. It's very capable of it, and I've done it multiple times when I was riding a lot more. But like I said, I'm trying to slow down and you guys see more of the trail system, because I watch a lot of videos on Oz trails and stuff around here, and the one thing people do is they get in a downhill like this right here, and they're going so fast you can't see it. All you see is trees flashing by you. And I'm on a downhill right now. Not pedaling at all. I'm riding my brakes every once in a while just to slow this thing down, because it will go. And it is fast. Got a nice little It's a nice little layup coming from the other way, because that berm looks like you're coming downhill. So I'm gonna be climbing up it, but you gotta, looks like a berm right there. You come around it, come around that one, and that rock has been placed there, and you can launch off that thing if you come in the other way. But see, I'm pedaling now. This is all downhill. There's a nice little rock garden. You can go up it or down it, which helps with your ability to do bigger rock gardens in the future, which I probably, after I ride this bike a little bit more and get my balance back, I'd be more capable of riding some more of those little segments like that. But I am out here riding by myself, and I don't need no accidents out here. So we're not going to get too daredevilish today. When I do ride harder, I will bring my Garmin inReach with me, which right now is not in my pack, which I should have brought. It's probably a really good idea that I just take my time and don't get too daredevilish out here and have an accident. I do have my cell phone with me, but in northwest Arkansas, sometimes you don't have cell signal. And some of these bigger haulers up around Bella Vista and Oz Trails, you drop down in some of them haulers and you're not going to have a signal. Usually all you got to do is go up to the top of the hill and or halfway up, and you'll get your signal back. But that's why I carry usually I've got it in my MTB pack. I need to put it back in here because this pack goes with me camping too. So it'll just be a good place to keep it again. And if you don't know what a Garmin inReach is, you can look it up online. It's a GPS unit, telecommunication. It runs off satellites instead of cell towers. And in these deep hollers, a lot of times you'll have a signal down in a deep holler where you won't have a cell signal. And if you have an accident, you can call for help. If you're out riding by yourself like I am right now, my wife would kill me if she knew I didn't bring it with me. So let's keep that between us. That's kind of one of the deals why we got it. Because I do a lot of, at the time I was riding 3-4 times a week and riding hard. Do a rock garden over it. It's very optional. Little paths all over the place that take you back down to the park. Let's go ahead and ride this out. Stagecoach and Old Wire. Me and my boy rode Old Wire from this way up to the top of Stagecoach where you go across the road, and we rode it all the way back around. It's already on my channel. It's very capable of a 3-year-old to ride. We had a lot of fun out here riding that, me and him together. And then after the ride we went down to the park and he played for about an hour on the playground. This is very, very kid friendly. You come out here and get them to ride with you for 30 minutes to an hour. I think me and him rode 30-40 minutes that day back in here on the lower trail system, which was, we rode out all the Stagecoach loop that day except for the little part right there where Old Wire cuts in between them. And right here's the park. really make it kid friendly, because you go up here and get you some ride time in with your little young one on some of these green trails, and then bring them over here, let them play on the playground. Really nice playground here. Tables, big pavilion here, individual tables, daily use tables. I've seen people bring their grills out here and sit up there on the daily use tables and grill out, spend the day down here riding and grilling and eating and enjoying the trails. Kids got a playground to play on. A lot of people just hike these trails if you're into hiking. Well, that's it for today, people. I rode 3 trail systems. I rode the Butterfield cut through on cut across. I call it the cut across off the Butterfield, going up to the hub. And we did the Fitzgerald today and the Butterfield today. I can't get them all 3 on the same video though. They'll be done out in episodes. This is the end of the Butterfield, which will be episode 3. NWA Outdoorsman 74, and this is episode 3. Please check out the other 2, and if you have any comments, leave them down below. And if you like the videos I'm putting out, like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about my gear or anything that I got, please leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer you. Have a nice day. Bye.